Here we go, and
welcome to behind the scenes.
Wait, hold on, Trish. It's not how we start these videos at E3, okay? Here's how they start. Rolling.
Rolling. Test,
Okay,
test.
all right,
Mike,
good.
Mike.
Wait, hold on. No, Jeff. We're waiting on Jeff. Jeff's got to get the Jeff, we gotta wait. All right, hold on, wait. No, hold on.
He's lying.
A battery needs to be changed. A battery needs to be changed. Okay, all right, we're ready to go. Rolling. Okay. All right, let's go. You ready?
Yes.
Show behind the scenes. All right, let's get up. Let's show what's going on here. We're gonna show you what happens behind the scenes here, because if you put together these buttery images with the image coming from above the Airstream and it just rolls on down, it's because we have this right here. It's like a drone that you can use in a national park. Would you say, Jeff, that's an accurate description?
Yes.
It's a drone you can use in a national park.
On the end of an arm, yes.
And if you haven't met Brian yet, Brian is the brains behind the entire E3 brand. E3 Firearms was the first one, right? Then E3 Overland, or Off-Road, then E3 Overland, and now E3 Camping, right? All the E3s.
Yeah. Well, don't forget about those RVers.
Well, yeah, and
Camping
E3
and
Camping.
RVers.
And
Yes.
E3 Camping.
So we've encompassed them all.
Pretty fancy camera. What would you say about this situation?
Well, we've got a whole suite of different stuff. So these are the Sony FS5 Mark IIs. So these are the main cameras we're using, but the nice thing is it's not just about the cameras. We get these cinema lenses for all the E3 stuff we're doing. So it gives you that really nice kind of cinema look and cinematic kind of look we're doing. And that with the crane, the Verisum cranes. This one's a 14-foot crane, so you'll see Jeff, who's behind the camera right now, you know, working down that end, which we'll go down there in a few minutes and go through that. So these are kind of our workhorses. These are again the Sony FS5s.
Yeah.
And that's them there. So
it's pretty cool. And I will tell you, when Trish and I are doing camping conversations, which I'm sure you've seen these videos, and if you haven't seen a camping conversation yet, check that out. So at the end of a certain course, we'll do a camping conversation to just kind of like round out the lesson.
It's a little more low-key, it's a little bit more conversational, give you some behind the scenes of our life in our 4.5 years of RVing, things we've learned, stories that we have gained along the way.
Okay, so we're gonna be sitting in these chairs doing a camping conversation, and I'm talking to the crane camera, right? And it's sweeping around. And then I'll look at Trish because you're talking about something, and then I'll look back and be like, oh, the camera's over there. I guess I'm looking over there now. It's hard to keep up with this thing.
Yeah.
Right? All right, well, let's go to the back end of it, or the front end of it, because the front end is pretty cool, because that's where you actually get some of these shots that we're talking about, where literally Trish and I are in the middle of the shot, but the camera is sweeping around us, which is pretty slick.
yeah, and this is where our director controls everything from. He's got joysticks here, and he's got hard drives. So these are the Atmos monitors, the Shoguns. So these are actually hard drives inside these, filming in all raw 4K.
This thing is balanced pretty well, and that's how it just gets that nice, smooth shot, which is pretty cool. It definitely adds an element to the videos, right?
Absolutely.
All right, but that's only the main camera when we have this. Where are some of the other cameras?
Some of the other ones.
We gotta show you like the brains of the operation, because really when you talk about video, and I think everybody here agree, everything comes down to audio. And this is where you see these little, like the Matrix. What were those things that landed on the mothership? And they had to get them off. This is where these mics come in, so we can be wired up, and that's why the audio is so good. And right now we're not even using it. Right now we're just talking to a Rode Video Mic Plus Pro, but yeah, this is like the secondary camera, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, this is a B camera, and then all the audio in different channels gets patched into the B camera, and then of course this is the main audio, but all the other cameras also have audio, so when Jeff goes to do post and edit and things like that, he matches up all the scenes and you know, gets it to look perfect.
Yeah. Honestly, I joked about the batteries, but these things consume a tremendous amount of batteries. And we're changing batteries, like, we're going through like 12 batteries a day.
A couple times a day,
All right, now you gotta check out Trish with this thing, because this is actually pretty cool.
We're moving into the low-tech section, but
I don't know about that, it's pretty high tech.
This is hot. You are constantly putting the sun on us, putting all the light in the right places. These, I would say, are like high on the list of must-haves, because it doesn't matter if we're in a cloudy day, sunny day, you make it all just right. Butter, right here.
Like butter.
Like butter.
Hold on, Jeff, hold on. You gotta look over here, because this is what's happening. This is what's actually happening when we're shooting videos. Can you even see what's going on there? Here it goes.
Charlie. He's digging for sticks.
This is the reality of the photo shoot. But hold on, we're not done with cameras, right? Oh, yeah.
Well, we've got
this right here.
Ronins.
This right here. So
these are the C camera.
Yeah, the C camera. Now this is pretty cool because, well, obviously you can control this camera like this, but what I like about this, if you haven't checked out any of the topic talks, definitely check that out. In fact, where is it? It's in library.
Categories.
And then categories, topic talks. Yep. And in that category, there's a series of topic talks. And Trish and I have talked about all sorts of things, from fuel card savings to ways to save money while traveling. Trish talked about RVing with kids, and we've got a list more of other topics. So Jeff is usually holding this camera when we do that, which is pretty cool. And kind of a casual topic talk with this, but it's super smooth.
Yep, stabilized.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah. I just can't get myself around getting a gimbal because I don't want to balance it, but it is pretty nice. It makes a nice shot, but it takes a fair amount of time to balance. Jeff, what's the secret to balancing this?
It just, you know, it's not as hard once you do it, but
yes,
you know, it's like anything.
Yeah.
It's
all right.
a skill.
Then we have the
one more camera.
Well,
kind of one more camera.
Well, just another.
A whole suite of these Sony S3s.
Yeah.
And we use these also for photography, but these also end up being corner cameras and things like that. So of course we have a whole bunch of those, and again, it's the lenses that make it. You know, we put these cinema lenses on it, and that makes a world of difference.
It's all the glass. Now, I'll tell you something else, and Lance is over here. We really introduced Lance.
Lance is holding the light right now.
Lance is holding the light, right? Lance is holding the light. We'll flip the camera around because Lance is getting some of the most spectacular photographs I've ever seen. And we've got some ridiculous shots. Jeff, are you editing this video, Jeff?
Yes.
Okay. Look at some of the photographs that Lance is taking, right?
Yes.
Of the Airstream going around the corner with all the motion. The shots of us is pretty ridiculous. You'll put those in, Jeff?
Yes, I will.
Like snap, snap, snap?
A lot of burst modes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. So what are you shooting with?
A7R3.
Yeah.
And what's this little guy?
Sigma lenses. I've been using the 14 to 24 ultra wide a ton on this shoot.
Yeah.
Trailer's pretty big.
Yeah. E3 camping, and all the E3 brands for that matter, snagged Lance out of Polaris. So a very talented photographer, and it shows in the work for sure. All right.
All right, I'm gonna put this down.
Are you taking that?
Yeah.
Other than that, there's just a lot of stuff going on.
All kinds of reflectors and cases. We have equipment that we haven't even pulled out for this shoot, but
I think the real magic.
boom mics.
I found the supply.
Yeah. Come bring those over. Come bring those over.
Yes.
That was today.
This was today. It's a lot of batteries. But I'll tell you what, just keeping track of all the footage and all the, I mean, how many terabytes have we gone through? A lot of terabytes with all the different cameras, all in 4K.
Should we go in the production trailer? That would be kind of cool, huh? Just for a key.
Yeah, sure. You want to go in there?
Go in the production trailer?
You know what's cool? I'll tell you one thing. One thing about, and I know there's been a lot of success within firearms, off-road, and overland. But what is particularly cool about E3 Camping Association is that the entire crew is in RVs.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
And we're on site using RVs for what RVs were intended to be used for, which is like efficiency.
Well, using your RV to serve your purpose, to serve you. So this is just the vehicle to get you to all the cool places. So the best part has been able to be here with everyone.
So here's Mark's truck right here.
No, we know that.
And here's the E3 Tacoma, brand spanking new. Here's my
I'll tell you
trailer.
what's happening with the Tacoma is within the Overland Association, they're actually just about to do a build, right, Lance, like in like 2 weeks. So this is going to be a complete build, and we have kind of ideas for E3 Camping Association with some giveaways and things that I don't even want to talk about right now, but it's pretty stellar. So Jeff, you want me to hold the camera, you give a tour, or no?
Sure. For 2 weeks we've been shooting here, and I've been logging all the footage on my computer here. And over here I have all these cases full of cameras, and it's just a non-stop machine of taking videos, taking pictures, organizing it, backing it up, testing some of the footage, colorizing it, just looking to see if there's anything else that we really want to do that's different.
Yeah.
And luckily, Mark and Trish have been pretty, I gotta say, pretty good.
Towards the end. Like the last day, would you say, maybe?
Yeah, no, it's been pretty good. So anyway, this has kind of been the production trailer.
I mean, here, it's just like, I mean, you're right.
Yeah,
it's just nothing but gear.
Nothing but gear, and I haven't even turned the stove on. I've been using it to store batteries on.
Yeah.
But the coffee maker, that has been working long and hard.
Now, so you use a desktop, right? Not a laptop. I mean, you brought the full...
I brought my desktop because I knew I'd be in a place where I could set it up, and I drove out, so I put it in the case, and I didn't want to just sit on a laptop.
Yeah. All right, hold on here real quick, because you got the light here. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn Jeff in real quick. All right. I came up here to ask him a question through the window. I'm like, hey Jeff, I don't know what I want. Like, when are we gonna shoot something, right? And he was in here with Sherry, looking at travel trailers online. So
yeah. And specifically, we were looking at what?
Airstreams, right? And then Lance was saying earlier. Lance was like, you know, we're kind of thinking. I mean, you got the pop-up temp. He was like, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking maybe
a little more space.
A little more space. So slowly but surely, we convert everyone.
Even the crew.
Infiltrate. Oh, all right. Wait, we got to adjust our lighting because everything here is lighting.
Yeah.
You have anything else you want to add?
Well, just the fact that this has been a blast.
Yeah.
Everything that we needed a space to put all of the stuff that we've learned into one place where people can go and get their education, because RVing is fun, but it's also serious.
Yeah,
you need to stay safe, and there's a lot to learn. So I'm just excited that we've had 2 weeks to really start the process in documenting everything that we've learned.
And I will say, for all this stuff that's going on and all the complexity in the camera gear and everything, that's just on the front end, right? Because the real magic is in the back end. It's organizing it, it's indexing it, it's tagging it, it's structuring it in such a way that you can actually feel like you're making progress. It's looking for the checklist and the documents, and that's the stuff that we're actually even more excited about. As fun as all this is, the real behind the scenes is all the stuff that we can't even show you right now because we're on site. So that's just a little glimpse.
Behind the scenes.
All right.
You were here first.
Yeah.
Click. Do the.
Yeah.
Cut.